Hey, E, put the beat on. Hey, Taylor, you like this joint?
Yeah, this beat hard.
Yeah, you sure you like this joint? You would tell me if you didn't, right?
Oh yeah, of course. No, this don't go hard.
All right, cool. This my man Scotty Pimpin' joint.
Oh, okay, all right then.
Matter of fact, I got something for this.
Got something like what?
Welcome to the top shelf, where the flavor so hot, but you will not melt. About to take you on a ride like you never felt. Up and down real smooth like a carousel. Moving in our own lane, no parallel. Everybody needs sleep, it's good for your health. If you stuck like Chuck, I might have to help. Cause we talk sports, life, and everything else.
It's on a podcast.
What's poppin', good people? We thank you as always for tuning in to S.L.E.E.P, the Sports Life and Everything Else podcast presented by the Away Team and coming to you from the top shelf. This is season 4, episode 7.
Yeah.
My name is Michael Roberts, a.k.a. Mike on the mic, and I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Taylor Suber.
Anywhere I roam, anywhere I lay my head is home. I was just listening to Metallica. My bad. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Ooh. Taylor is all over the place. Let's go.
Yeah, Taylor listens to a little bit of everything.
Everything. Let's go.
We got our producer E in the building, Mr. Eric David.
What up? What up? What up?
How's everybody feeling this evening?
Everything is good, man. You know, it's Sunday. It was a little soggy weekend, but we
A little
here,
brisk
bro.
outside.
Yo, hey, Mother Nature, get it together.
I like
please.
it, man.
What?
Yeah, I like it, man. Because you know it's coming. Yeah, I mean, like, you know it's coming. Like, yeah, we get these rainy days, but you know eventually, a month from now, we're going to be like, damn, it's hot as hell outside.
We're probably going to be wishing it was May
Exactly, you
again.
know what I mean? But we're going to be rocking shorts, and you know what I mean? And the girls are going to be out with, with their little poom shorts, you know what I mean? So we're going to be happy. So right now, I'm cool with the rain right now, because I know it ain't going to last forever.
Okay.
Sundress season is upon us.
Yeah, sundress season. All these girls, they want to show off their BBLs. I saw a 50-year-old woman with a BB. I said, Lord Jesus, you know that ain't real. 50. Gray hair and a big booty. I said, Lord have mercy.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You can follow us on Twitter and IG at Sleep Is For You. That's S.L.E.E.P.I.S, the number 4, Y-O-U. Subscribe and listen to new or old episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Podbean, TuneIn Radio, or YouTube. Like episodes. Leave comments, show love, show hate. We're here for it all. I really mean that. We're here for it all.
Yeah.
And you can also keep up with us through our website, sleepisforyou.com.
Sleep.
We've got 2 top 5s this evening. Of course, the Common Sense Space and Know Me in 90. In addition to all the sports talk you're used to.
Let's get it.
Our showtime is 5:42, so let's spin.
All right.
And finally, those Philadelphia 76ers, after 2 grueling losses down in Miami, brought it back to South Philly, to the Wells Fargo Center, and got a W Friday night.
With Phantom of the Opera.
Over the Miami Heat and the return of Joel Embiid.
It cost them $50K that win, too.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, they didn't report the injury soon enough or something like that. I think it's supposed to have the injury report in by like 5, and you didn't know Joel was playing until like maybe
like game time,
half hour before, like a couple minutes before the game. Yeah. Like literally like during game time. Yeah.
So it cost Joel or the Sixers?
It cost the Sixers. Yeah.
Okay.
This all has to do with betting and the other team knowing. It's all about like gambling sites and stuff. Like that. That's all it's about.
Okay, of course.
But Embiid was able to find his way to 18 points in the game.
Yeah.
While Danny Green and Tyrese Maxey both put up 21.
How about that Danny No Legs Green?
That's how you know he ain't gonna do nothing tonight.
And James Harden, the only other double-figure scorer for Philly, had 17.
Oh Lord.
So they was able to pull out a win.
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean, I've been saying this for like a week, and I don't think Miami's not that good. Like when I look at them, I don't see them as being a good team. I thought this was a good matchup, but once Embiid got hurt, that kind of swung everything. Then I don't see them as a good team.
And that's why you said it was going to be over in 3, huh?
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, I want to be wrong. I want the Sixers to win 4 straight. But like I don't know, man. I look at Miami as not a good team. That's just me. I don't think Jimmy Butler is that impressive. Oladipo literally has not played all season until like the last month or so, and he's now back. And then Kyle Lowry, I mean, come on, man. I mean, how much more does he have left? In the tank?
My God.
I mean, and then you got a couple of undrafted guys, Strauss and Vincent. They're okay. Bam Adebayo. Every time Joel Embiid goes against him, he eats his lunch. So it's like I see a better team with the Sixers, and I don't know. The Sixers bench can't give you 5, 8, 12, just 8 points off the bench.
Somebody.
Forget 20, like Memphis bench will give you like damn near 40. Can I get 10 points off the bench? They can't do nothing. I mean, I know Danny Green starts in that right now, right?
Right.
So he started last game.
So that means that Thibault basically come off the bench and he's giving you a donut. He don't even shoot the ball.
Oh my God.
I think he had 8. But he had 8 points a couple nights. Was it 8 points or 6 points? He did score.
Let me see.
But the first 2 games, he literally was 0 for 1 with no shots, and one shot he took, and he was 0 points.
So he was basically Ben Simmons.
Yeah, he's basically me, you, Ben Simmons, Mikey, the guy down the street mowing the grass, not doing nothing. Come on, man, you on the court, you got to at least attempt a dunk, attempt a layup, help this team, man.
Last game, Thibault went 2 for 2 for field goals for 4 points.
Yeah,
no free throws, a steal, a block.
Like, dude, he's completely lost whatever he had, before the COVID vaccine that he did not take. He lost it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what he was doing while he was off. I mean, when he didn't play against Toronto, it's clearly gone. It's like he's not the same player. He's getting blown by other guards. Like the defense is not even there no more.
Yeah, because I prodded his defense.
Yeah,
I'm
me
like,
too.
yo, he don't let nobody. He might not score, but he ain't let nobody get in that lane.
He's been getting scorched, man. Like that's kind of why I was down on him. Every week you might hear me say something bad about the Sixers or something good. That's how this team is. They cold and hot. You know what I mean? Hot and cold, cold and hot. You know what I mean? Like I can't keep track of this team.
He didn't do too bad against Tyler Hero on Friday night. He only had 14.
Yeah, that's good. But the first 2 games, that's when they needed you because big man was out.
Yeah.
And you let people just pass you like a fart in the wind. Just see ya. Like come on, man. Let's go, man.
Like a fart in the wind.
Yeah, they're just going right past your face and you ain't doing nothing, man. Let's go, man. This is the playoffs, man. I know you listed, but the last series, that's over with. You're playing every game.
Yeah.
We need you to step up. Niang, please just hit the rim for a change.
Yo, and
throwing up bricks.
How does everybody
making the projects
go cold turkey?
Yeah.
Like literal cold turkey. I'd rather you just brought Mike Scott back.
Yeah.
At least he gonna foul somebody. At least he ain't letting
he's playing like Mike Scott. Yeah, he ain't doing nothing. Yeah.
I used to like Mike Scott, man. That was my dude.
Taylor never had no love for Mike Scott.
Nah,
really?
No, not really. No, I never got him.
I banged with Mike Scott.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well, he's not playing that right now, so I was right. He ain't doing nothing right now. Niang is kind of like, come on, man, we need you to do more. We like if you come out there, we know you just can't be out there just jacking up threes. You got to at least get in the paint and make them be a threat. Like a lot of these Sixers play, all they're doing is just jacking up threes. They're not even getting into the paint.
Nothing.
But, yeah, you're just jacking up threes.
George don't got the foot speed for all that.
Well, they got to.
He can't get up on nobody.
Oh my God, man! Like every time I watch this team, it just seems like like that's what I'm saying. And Miami is not that good, man. It's pretty much Spoelstra is being he's a really good coach. That's kind of what it is. He's always had like before he had all these good players, he would have like mediocre players, and they would make the playoffs. You know, they wouldn't go nowhere, but he was always a coach above his head. You know? So. I don't know, man. Like, I would like to see a 4-game, just a rampage from the Sixers because we've seen that before. Remember when OKC did it against San Antonio? Was it like 5 or 6 years ago? It was maybe 8 years, maybe 10 years ago back. Yeah, when they were down 0-2 and then they just ran San Antonio out the gym and they went against Miami that year and then they lost.
And got smoked.
So it can happen. You going down 0-2 and then you come back and win 4 straight. So. We'll see. Wasn't Miami up 2-0 against Dallas and they lost 4 straight against Dirk?
Or
was it 1-1?
No, wait, they're in the other
that's stretching
division.
my memory.
Now I'm talking about
he's talking about the finals.
The finals when LeBron
When
LeBron
Dallas
choked.
and them lost. Dallas and them won. I'm
I
sorry.
think it may have been either 2-0 or 1-2, and I remember they just got wiped. They just got ran off the floor, and LeBron was scared to get in the paint.
Got mopped.
Yeah, they got mopped up. Yeah, they got beat by a bunch of old people too. That was Jason Kidd and
Jason Terry,
Dirk and Jason Terry,
Sean Marion
at
the end of his career.
Yeah, they were all like
Tyson Chandler.
They were all like their mid-30s, and they ran LeBron's up off the court, man.
Oh no.
Yeah, he was in his feelings.
Never miss an opportunity.
Yeah, but I need the Sixers.
Come for Bron's neck.
Yeah, but if I don't want to see Game 7. The only way this can work to see them go is go through all 4 games because they're playing every other night. So I need you to catch them slipping tonight, win this game, and then win 2 straight, and then win Game 6 at home. That would be on Friday night, I guess. They got to win 4 straight. You have to. 7. I don't want it. 7. You're going to lose. And if Miami wins another game, we're just delaying the inevitable. It's a wrap. So if Miami wins tonight, the series is over.
We'll see if Taylor's a prophet because in just a couple of hours, Sixers and the Heat square off again in Game 4.
And we'll be talking about it next week.
Yeah.
So y'all ruined Father's Day last year. Don't ruin Mother's Day for some of the people this year losing 3-1 because we know it's going to happen on Tuesday night.
Yep. So we're going to see what happens tonight, but I forecast a win. I think Embiid is going to continue to bring a boost. He's going to have more than 18 tonight. He's going to have his legs a little more under him.
Yeah.
And
that mass he'll be used to the mass.
They'll get contributions from someone else, whether it's Harden or it's Harris or it's Maxey. Or a combination of 2 or 3 of those. Somebody else is going to give them
Can you hit 2
contributions.
threes, brother, please? If you're going to be jacking up threes, just hit 2 of them.
The general understanding is that your bench players, your rotation players play better at home than they do on the road. So
I need y'all to win 4 straight. That's all I want. So I would say that tonight, y'all I think they can win it. Like I said, I don't think Miami's that good. I'm not down in the Sixers and hyping up the Miami. I think Miami is. I don't think they're that good.
All right.
I think they suck.
There you go for that.
Yeah.
The other game that's currently in progress is Dallas and Phoenix. And Dallas right now is up 97-83 with 6:02 left in the fourth quarter. So it looks like they're going to be defending home court and coming out of Dallas with 2 W's, barring a catastrophic collapse or a big comeback from Phoenix.
Man, you never know these days.
Yeah, I mean, people get hurt in a split second and then everything could change.
You talking about Chris Paul, right? You know he's about to get hurt.
God.
Oh,
he stay getting hurt.
Chris might hang in there through these playoffs.
We'll see about that.
He's getting towards the end of the career.
Listen, he still got State Farm.
You know it's coming. He needs State Farm because he's always hurt. He needs insurance just in case he get hurt. You know a thumb injury is coming or a hyperextended knee. Something's coming with him.
Something's on the way.
He stay getting hurt.
And they actually played Friday night as well.
Yeah.
And Dallas won that game in Dallas.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah. I saw your boy 2 Chainz in the building.
Oh.
Yeah.
2 Chainz!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we can break it back to last night because the Boston Celtics squared off with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
But the Bucks outlasted the Celtics and walked away with a 103-101 victory.
Man, that game was tighter than rat vagina, man.
Yeah, they was beating them by a lot, but then Boston was coming back. Even though Jason Tatum couldn't hit water if he fell off a boat, he was off.
My God.
He was so off yesterday. But they was like Horford showed up. White showed up. Marcus Smart missed the last game, but he played this one. He was okay. And Jaylen Brown, of course, he's getting it in. So they had some contributors from Boston, but
unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Because Giannis dropped 42.
Yeah, Greek freakers.
Drew Hill had 25. Drew Holiday, not Drew Hill. Ooh yeah, Drew Holiday had 25. And the Bucks take a 2-1 series lead. With that win, as they get ready to lock in again tomorrow night for Game 4.
I think Pat Connaughton had like 17 off the bench.
Yeah, Pat has been contributing.
White boy shooter.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they put Grayson Allen's punk ass on the bench and let's look. We got another white boy. How about that?
And they traded for Grayson Allen. Didn't they trade DiVincenzo?
No,
Grayson Allen?
They got Grayson Allen, I think, before the season from I guess it's from Memphis.
Okay.
I forget who they traded down there, but yeah, Yeah, but he just starts, but it's mostly he started because of Chris Middleton. But I like when, like I said, Milwaukee's looking real good though. They're looking real good. Like Giannis just said, I'll put the whole team on my back. Let's go. I don't care.
Yeah, still no Chris Middleton.
Yeah, still no Chris Middleton. They don't even know if he's going to be back the next series. So Giannis just like, I don't care. Just put it on my back. We got this. Let's go.
Giannis and them feel like they defended the title. So.
Yeah, they don't care about no home court advantage. Yeah, they're the 3 seed. We don't give a damn. We getting it in. Let's go.
Brook Lopez put up 13.
Yeah.
So he's still a solid contributing factor. And Bobby Portis off the bench, always a spark, put up 9.
Bobby Portis rocking the Horace Grant goggles, man. He kind of reminds me of Horace Grant, though, back in the day, man. Like, Horace Grant was always like, he was never the best player on the team, but he always did the dirty work. He always got you like 14, 18, did 13 and 12 or something. He would always get those numbers and stuff like that.
And he's got that energy.
Yeah, he
defensively
got the energy.
and offensively, which keeps pressure on the other team.
And Horace Grant had he had a nice little 16, 17-foot jumper, but Portis can shoot that 3.
Yeah,
so.
sure. Portis can shoot out the 3.
Yeah. So, I like what Bobby Portis do. He's basically playing the 4, and they kind of got, he's playing the 4. I guess Giannis is playing the 3, and Lopez is playing the 1.
But he's
Lopez is playing the
5.
center. I'm sorry, the
but
5.
But he's like a stretch 4.
He's more of a stretch 4, yeah, exactly. He's the perfect player, and he's the perfect, type of player for that team. I remember for years
a good fit, good
he was out of place. Yeah, he was in Chicago. They couldn't use him right. New York for the 1 year they couldn't use him right. As soon as he got there, that's exactly it fit perfectly when he went up there. And I'm glad he came back. Didn't take I think he had a big deal from some people, but he took a 1-year deal with them.
Yeah.
And it's working out for him. That's how you pick winning over dollars and stuff like that. So he did the right thing.
They gave Bobby the keys to the city.
As he should. He balled out during the last playoffs, and he's balling out now. Even if whether he come off the bench or he starts, he always does what he's supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Got Ibaka on the bench. Ibaka can't get on the court because of Portis.
Salute to him and the Bucks.
Yeah.
And speaking of yesterday's games, the Warriors also faced off with the Memphis Grizzlies, put them to bed, 142 to 112. John Morant had 34, but it wasn't enough.
They put him straight to sleep.
Steph had 30. Klay Thompson had 21. But off the bench, Jordan Poole had 27.
Yeah, they missed Dylan Brooks. He got suspended for the whacking Gary Payton in the head. So
the flagrant.
They missed Dylan Brooks, and they got treated.
Yep.
I watched that one for a little while, and I just turned it off.
Desmond Bain
they got handed to him.
Jaren Jackson at 15.
Couldn't do nothing. Couldn't do nothing with Golden State. That's why I say Golden State. They got the I won't say the easiest path, but they got a path to the finals.
They cooking. Oh, and Kuminga put in 18.
Yeah, I like Kuminga. He's only 19 years old, still playing ball. He's only 6'7". They got him basically playing center. He's a good player.
Yeah,
that was a good draft pick for them.
They still got to figure out what they're going to do with some of the other guys that aren't really getting tick right now. Moses Moody, for example, although he did get in yesterday, he had 5 points.
Yeah, he still got a lot to learn. But the Kuminga kid, he can play. He can ball.
Yeah,
19 years old, balling in the high pressure with the playoffs. And they don't even. He's a good player. He's doing the dirty work too. I like how he plays. Yeah, he fits in good with that team too. Him and Wiggins, they on the wing playing that defense. It's crazy. He can guard basically. Kind of like Draymond, 1 through 5. I'll guard your center. I'll guard your guard, whoever. I'll guard your stretch forward, anything. Young man with a whole lot of energy. So I like how Golden State's going. I can't really say nothing about Steve Kerr no more. I was going on him, but I'll stop.
That's what Taylor does. He
I gotta see
that
it
earlier.
I gotta see it.
It starts with hate, and then once you prove yourself, it can transform into acceptance.
Yeah, people like to ride the jockstrap early. I don't do that. I like to wait.
Got to play the long game, right?
Yeah, I play the long game, man. Don't be giving to me too much credit too soon. You know what I mean? Because they can let you down very easily, very fast. We've seen that plenty of times.
But the Warriors and the Grizzlies will be playing Game 4 tomorrow night as well from the Bay. So keep a lookout for that. And getting out of NBA talk, we're going to move into the NFL, and I'm going to toss that to Taylor. So Taylor, what's going on in the league?
Nothing really going on in the league, but a lot of stuff you do know. But they've changed up some of the broadcasting teams this year. So Amazon Prime, they got Thursday Night Football this year. So if you do not have the Amazon Prime, you will not be seeing Thursday football nowhere on your TV screen. So just letting you know. So if you got Amazon, you straight. But if you don't have Amazon, then you're gonna have to be, I guess, looking at ESPN with the Gamecast, whatever. You're not going to watch it. So, but Al Michaels and Al Michaels and Kurt Herbstreit, that's going to be their team. I don't like Kurt Herbstreit, and I think Al Michaels a little old, but
ain't you like 100?
He's got to be close to 80 years old, man. I don't know how old he is, but
Al Michaels been doing it for a long time.
But he just taking the bag. He said, "Listen, man, I'll go ahead and get the bag. I don't care if it's on ESP, whatever channel. I'm just sportscasting the game." So they're going to be on Thursday Night Football.
Get that money.
We saw Joe Buck and Troy Aikman go to ESPN.
For Monday night.
For Monday Night Football, they took the bag. Lord Jesus. I forgot how much it is, but they took the bag. And so they'll be doing Monday Night Football on ESPN. ESPN is kind of, they've been trashed with the games but the past couple years. But now that they got Buck and Aikman, who are they're a pretty good team. I don't dislike them too much. I like Aikman.
They have good chemistry.
Yeah, I like Aikman more than I like Buck. I think Buck's a little overrated, but I like Aikman's. Aikman he'll let you have it sometimes. Yeah, I mean he don't just ride jockstrap. I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm not trying to say, but he's objective. I like that. He was going at Tom Brady. It was this past year, so I like what Tom Troitman, and they'll be on Monday night. Now I don't know who Friday's main team. I mean, not Friday. Fox's main team, because that was their main team. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they're going to boost up Greg Olsen, but I'm going to make I don't know if Fox is listening, but could y'all please put my man Aqib Talib and my man what's his name Gus Johnson. I love when they do games. They only did like a couple of games last year, but Aqib Talib he was lit. It was funny, man. It was. I mean, how often you get two brothers in the sports booth? And I ain't talking about no Solomon Wilcox and Greg Gumbel. Them don't count. I'm talking about Aqib Talib, who's only 35 years old, and Gus Johnson, who stay hype. I like that team, so I would hope that they would bring them up a little bit and just bring some pizzazz into the Fox broadcasting booth. You know what I mean? So I don't know who Fox number one team is. I don't even know if they even announced it. You know what I mean? I haven't done this is just me off the top of my head. I'm freestyling, y'all. Okay. And I'm going to go to Sunday Night Football. So they got rid of Al Michaels. Well, he left. He didn't, not to get rid of him. I guess his contract was up. So I think it's still Chris Collinsworth. And I think Mike Tirico. Everybody remembers Mike Tirico doing Monday Night Football with that bum John Gruden a couple years ago. Well, now Tirico is going to be, he's pretty much been waiting in the wings for the past 3 or 4 years to take off Al Michaels. Yep. He'll be doing the Sunday night with Chris Collinsworth. I think Chris Collinsworth is still there. And if it ain't Chris Collinsworth, then it'll be Drew Brees. So if it ain't Chris Collinsworth, it's Drew Brees.
Drew Brees?
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But I just the sportscasting, most of these games, I ain't gonna lie to you, I listen to them in mute. I don't really like to listen to people. Like, by the time it gets late night, I'm on mute and I'm doing something else or listening to something else. I don't want to hear them doing it. I really don't want to hear them. But that was for y'all.
All right. Well, One thing I can say about NFL is I actually looked it up, and you guys were correct. NFL does own the monopoly on Thanksgiving, so there's only football games on Thanksgiving Day.
I pretty much figured that.
I don't ever remember watching a basketball game on things.
There was a point in time when they had them, but like I said, NFL bought it out. And
NFL likes to corner the market, man. That's what they do. I think that's why they got the drafts. I guess the time it is right now, because nothing's really going. I mean, other sports are going on, but they just want to corner the market. I remember the draft to be earlier in maybe early April, but now it's late April now. So they just looked and said those numbers are good, so we're just going to keep it there. And you know what I mean. So NFL is all about money. I think they got
that bottom line.
Yeah, on Thursday they got the schedule release. I don't even care about that. I don't care about that. They're going to release the schedule. They done made that into a TV event on ESPN, and we're going to tell you who your team is playing and what date, and we're going to analyze the games.
Yeah, that's a thing now.
People could be getting hurt in between now and training camp, but they're just going to analyze the game. A game in your area.
They can see it.
Yes, sir.
I can see it clear as day.
I don't pay attention to that at all. I don't even care about the schedule.
Well, speaking of the NFL and the draft and draft picks, we've got a lot of undrafted free agents that have been added to teams over the past few days to a week since the draft took place.
Yep.
So, in celebration of that, we bring you our top 5 undrafted free agents.
/ raw talent.
Yes, sir. Raw talent is a little term that we used to use
Back in the day
when we played Madden, and we would have our franchises and kind of treat them like they were our own teams. And it was me, Taylor, and another friend of ours.
Yeah,
we would all go to the same division, so we played each other twice, and I'm saying it made it competitive. It made it fun.
Yes, sir.
So going to number 5 on my list, I have a guy who was pretty controversial over the course of his career. He used to put a lot of big hits on people.
Oh, God.
And that's Vontaze Burfict.
As soon as you said that, I remember you were talking about. Putting to sleep.
Yeah. He knocked a few people out. He put a few people out.
Yeah.
He was a vicious linebacker, but he played from 2012 to 2019, and he was drafted out of Arizona State.
Some say he's the reason why AB is going crazy, because he lit AB up in that playoff game and put him in a concussion.
And homeboy ain't been the same since.
Supposedly. I don't know if that's true or not, but you can go back and Google the Vontaze Burfict and Antonio Brown. He put him to sleep.
Yeah, look that up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So number 4 on my list is a guy who was a little controversial over the course of his career as well, because he had a really big play for his team. And then the next season, he was kind of disappeared, and nobody knew really what was going on. But that's Malcolm Butler.
Oh.
Cornerback who started his career with the New England Patriots. He was drafted out of West Alabama.
Yep.
And
he's back with the Patriots.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, he took the year off last year. He did like a semi-retirement. Didn't play for Arizona, so they had him on the retirement IL list or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then he came off. He didn't want to be retired anymore, and then the Patriots picked him back up.
Yeah, but he played with the Patriots.
So I guess him and Bill Belichick buried the hatchet.
I guess they squashed the beef. But either way, he does have a Super Bowl ring, 2 Super Bowl rings under his belt. So salute to Malcolm Butler, my number 4 guy.
Remember Eagles, when y'all was running through the secondary, he got benched. Remember the night before? Yeah. Eagles should know about him. Malcolm Butler, yeah.
All right. So number 3 on my list, I'm going to take it down south to Tampa. And it's a guy who's really only played for 2 teams in his career, but I always heard his name, especially during Super Bowls, because he has 2 rings, and that's Shaq Barrett.
All right.
He started his career in Denver with the Broncos, and in 2019 he went to the Bucks. So he's had a pretty big career as a linebacker as well.
Colorado State pass rushing extraordinaire.
Yes, sir. And he has a brother in the league, Shaquem Barrett.
Shaquem Barrett. Okay.
Yeah. All right, number 2. We're going to take it to a guy who should be a memorable name, especially around these parts, because he formerly wore an Eagles jersey, but it's tight end Trey Burton.
I remember him.
And his career hasn't really flourished the way that many expected after he showed some flashes in Philly, but he was drafted out of Florida, historically good football program. And after leaving the Eagles back in 2017, he went to the Bears for a couple of seasons, went to the Colts. So it looks like he's still with the Colts now. So salute to Trey Burton, and best of luck with the rest of your career. But turning an undrafted situation into 8 seasons is pretty good, I would say.
Yeah, part of the Philly special player.
Yeah. He's got a ring. And I'm going to finish it up with my number 1 guy, and I'm going to take it to Minnesota. He's been with this same team his whole career, but that's one of the top echelon receivers in the league, and that's Adam Thielen. As long as he can stay healthy, he's a big contributing factor to that team.
You know what? Finish. I'm sorry, because something just dawned on me talking about rings.
Okay. As long as he can stay healthy, because last season he missed a good chunk of the year after going down. But he's historically had really good receiving years. He had one year where he had 113 catches back in 2018 for 1,373 yards. That's not the only time he crossed the 1,000-yard threshold as a receiver. But he was drafted at Minnesota State, so he stayed in the same state pretty much his whole life.
How was he drafted if he's on undrafted?
I'm sorry, not drafted. he was signed at Minnesota State. My apologies.
Scouting coach.
No, but remember they drafted Laquan Treadwell, and I think he came in that same year, and Laquan Treadwell, like the 8th overall pick, he took his job. White boy took his job.
I remember Treadwell.
Yeah, Treadwell was a high draft pick out of Ole Miss, and he was the free agent. So it's kind of like he was basically, he had to do everything right. And Laquan Trevor all he had to do was just show up, and he showed up, and he got up off that team within 3 years, and
Adam Thielen is
took his job, and he's still up
thriving.
there. And I don't know where Treadwell is.
Still getting checks.
I got one question for you, Mike.
What's up?
Sir.
Carson Wentz technically has a ring, right?
Yes.
Because he played for the Eagles.
Yep.
Does his ring really count? I mean, he got it, obviously.
He has a ring.
But you know how we talk about, like, you know how you like it, but he got that ring.
Yeah.
But you don't really hear people talking about Carson Wentz as a Super Bowl winner. I mean, I know he got injured at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like he doesn't have it. No one really talks about it. I mean, he had a great season before he got hurt.
They talk about it secondary, so they'll talk about Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford is a Super Bowl winning coach. Quarterback. But when they talk about Carson Wentz, they're like, "Oh yeah, Carson Wentz, he's a good quarterback." And remember when he led the team to 11-2, and then they end up winning Super. They don't just say he's a Super.
Right.
He can't get the Super Bowl winning because he didn't play in the game.
Yeah,
So it's like within the third or fourth part of the sentence, he'll get mentioned, but he'll never be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Like Matt Stafford or
like Nick Foles.
Like Nick Foles. Yeah.
Philly legend.
They'll give him credit before they give him
the ring he never earned.
Yeah, he just happened to be at the right place at the right time, knew the offense, and
led the team to victory over.
They went against two teams in the playoffs that were terrible.
All right, well, that'll do it for my top 5 list. So I'm going to pass it over to Taylor so he can give you his top 5 undrafted free agents. It's of the past 10 years.
Past 10 years, yeah.
Past 10 years. We gave ourselves a little cutoff.
Yeah, so I'm going to give a lineman some love. We're going to start with a former Cowboy. I'm sorry, but he played for the Bengals right now. We'll put some respect on Lyle Collins.
Okay.
He was supposed to get drafted. If you remember the story, he's supposed to get drafted. Everything was cool. And then maybe a week or two before the draft, I'll just say a young lady was killed. And some kind of way he was linked to her. And I'm not saying that was his girlfriend or something happened, some type of way she had a child. Maybe it was his, maybe it wasn't his, but she was killed. So he kind of
drop.
Yeah, he not only did he drop, but he kind of turned himself into the police to basically say, "Yo, I didn't do this. Y'all not going to carry this." So he basically turned himself in to kind of like say, "Yo, I didn't do any of this stuff." Yeah. He could have easily just wiped it away and say, "Yo, nah, y'all not going to talk to me." He played like he like he had something to hide, but he went to, but it kind of dropped him in a draft. He was basically going to be a first rounder, but he dropped all the way out of the draft. And I think he was actually supposed to go to the draft. So this happened like literally maybe a week before everything happened. But he got his stuff together. He got cleared, and it had nothing to do with. I think they ended up arresting somebody else that had nothing to do with him. Okay. And now he's playing for the Bengals right now. He just got cut this past year, but he's back with the Bengals right now. So I'm gonna put some respect on Lyle Conker. That could have easily went left for that young man,
and he's an offensive lineman, correct?
Offensive lineman, yeah. Okay. Played right tackle for the past couple of years.
Okay.
But now he's up in the Bengals because the Bengals need. If you saw the Super Bowl, they need all the offensive line helmet they can need. So Lyle Collins out of LSU, he was undrafted, but he's a really good lineman.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Number 4, this guy, I mean, he still should be playing right now, but he had to retire because he had a neck injury. We're going to put some respect on my man, Doug Baldwin, man.
Doug Baldwin.
Yeah, he came in at 2011 or 2012. 2011. So we'll do from 2011 to 2021 this past season. So that was the year he came in. And the crazy thing was when Pete Carroll went to Seattle, he remembered Doug Baldwin when he was coaching USC. So he brung him in, and he just said, "Hey man, just come on the team and run." And every year he got better and better until the point where he was the best receiver on the team, running slot and everything like that. He was a really good player. But
that was really good development on his part. Salute to Doug Baldwin.
Yeah, kept with Doug Baldwin, and eventually he had a neck injury. He had to retire at the age of 30, but he was a really good receiver, and he helped him win that Super Bowl a couple years, was it 2015, 2014, or 2013, whatever it was.
Him and the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, him and the Legion Boom. But yeah, he
Beast
was
mode.
Yeah, he was Russell Wilson's main target, number 89, Doug Baldwin. So we're gonna put some respect on him.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go down to Jacksonville. Nothing really happens good in Jacksonville, but they do got a good running back by the name of James Robinson.
Okay.
Yeah, so put some respect on him.
So number 3, James Robinson.
Ran a bad 40 time. I think he ran like a 4.7, 4.8 a couple years ago, but they took him, and he took Leonard Fournette's job, who ended up winning the Super Bowl, so that ended up being good for him. But James Robinson's a good player. I think he definitely had 1,000 yards last year and this past year, so he's a solid running back. Now they got Travis Etienne. He coming back this year, so they'll probably split the carries. But James Robinson's a good back. He had to get it out the mud. He was like 5th on the depth chart, and then they just saw him in training camp. They said, "Listen, forget trading Fournette. We're just going to cut him." And he's been pretty good down there ever since. So
man, the year that James Robinson came into the league, they had another running back that had just came in as well.
Yeah,
and there was a running back in front of them that was like the established starting guy. That was Fournette.
That was Fournette. Yeah,
he got hurt in like the preseason, and it was one of them that was going to be starting.
Yeah,
I picked not James Robinson. I picked the other guy.
Oh, I know who it was. It was the bull from Temple, something Raekwon Armstead or something like that. I think it was him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
James Robinson blew up, took off that year.
But Armstead caught COVID. That's what it was.
He did no numbers.
Yeah.
And my fantasy team went down in flames. So, salute to James Robinson for being the guy that I didn't pick, but did his thing anyway.
He did his thing anyway, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's a good player.
So, number 2.
Number 2. We'll go to another running back, but we'll go out to L.A., who used to be in San Diego. We'll go to Austin Eckler, another guy. The story with him was that people went to the pro day to see somebody else. But what happened with these pro days is some of these schools are so small they don't have pro days, so some of those athletes have to go to bigger schools to perform at a bigger school's pro day. So I don't think it was either Colorado or something like that, and they went to see somebody else, but he ran. They said, "Yo, this boy just ran like a 4.35 or something like that. Like, who is this kid?" So they started doing their research, and Anthony Lynn, who was the coach at the time, who was a running back in the day.
Salute to Anthony Lynn.
Yeah, I think he's with Detroit right now. I think, but they brung Austin Eckler in, and he took Melvin Gordon's job, and he's been on the team for the past 5 years. I know they gave him a big deal maybe a year or so ago, but he's a solid player. I like how he plays. He catch out the backfield. You don't have to give him too many carries for him to get it in. But Austin Eckler, he's a dope player. So Austin Eckler, just the way that he just showed, like, he got his opportunity. Sometimes you only get one opportunity, but you got to make the best of it. He made the best of it, ran that 40, and they said, "Yo, his times are kind of comparable to the running back that we about to take. So who is this guy?" He went undrafted, of course, but they ended up putting him, got him in L.A. He got it out the mud, and I think, but as soon as they got him in L.A., he started to play immediately. Like, he didn't have to wait. He was always the third down back, and now the starting back.
Melvin Gordon got hurt. He just came in and took advantage.
And then Melvin Gordon held out. Held out for that money,
right,
and Austin Eckler took his job, and it's been the same ever since. Austin Eckler's still there, and Melvin Gordon is back on Denver or something like that. So Austin Eckler, the way he get it, I'm always going to salute him.
Okay.
But number 1 is his teammate. I think he still plays down there, but he played in Denver for a bunch of years. Same kind of story. No one had him on the radar, and he got his little opportunity, got his little crack, and we're going to put some respect on Chris Harris Jr. Chris Harris, the corner. The corner, yeah. I really like how he plays. He's physical. He's a part of that no-fly defense with Aqib Talib and I think it was Brandon Roby, and it was hard to throw on those guys, and they helped Peyton Manning win that Super Bowl back in 2015. So during the last couple of games, I think it was like average 140, 150 yards that you could throw against them, which is little.
That's low.
Yeah. They were shutting people down.
That's very low.
A prime Aqib Talib, you had a young Brandon Roby, but you had the undrafted Chris Harris, who could play inside and in the slot, outside and in the slot. So usually he would start, but he would kick into the slot. He was a really good player. So we'll put some respect on Chris Harris. He got out the mud. He came from Kansas, another guy that no one knew about. He got on that team, and they said, we can't keep this guy on the bench. He has to play. And as far as I know, I think he's still playing right now. I think he's still in L.A. You know what I mean? But put respect on Chris Harris Jr. Taylor always plays into the corners.
Okay, solid. Didn't Taylor used to play corner back in the day?
I mean, I wasn't that good. I'm not good at some of these players. I would love to toot my own horn, but yeah, Taylor wasn't that good. Yeah, I mean, uncoordinated, but I played.
No, okay.
Chris Harris Jr. though, man, he's like I said, he's a good corner. I like the physical corner who aren't that big, but they can run, and once they get their shot, that's it. You know what I mean? So salute to Chris Harris. He got a Super Bowl ring too like I said, with Denver in 2015.
Well, I would think your playing time might have contributed to your sports knowledge a little bit.
I mean, I guess so.
Okay. Understanding of the position and different plays and schemes.
Yeah, I would never coach anybody. I don't have the patience for my coaching.
Okay.
I can just watch it though and give you my opinion.
All right, bet. Well, that'll do it for our first edition of Top 5. And getting out of that, we're going to get into Know Me in 90. And this week, Taylor is going to be asking questions of me.
Okay.
So, as soon as E gets that timer out, we ready to go.
Okay. Well, hold on now, 'cause I missed that one, but we'll get the time out. But I'm going to time you, and I'm going to give you 90 seconds.
Okay.
Starting now.
It might go a little faster. Okay. All right then. All right. So we're gonna start right now. We'll start with something simple. We'll go with hoagies or cheesesteaks.
I gotta go cheesesteaks.
Okay, cheesesteaks. Okay. All right then. Okay. All right. We'll go with Yahoo or Gmail.
It's Gmail nowadays. It started with Yahoo, but it's migrated. I don't use my Yahoo anymore so much.
Okay, I got you. All right. Are we gonna go with NBA playoffs or NFL playoffs?
That's a hard one. I'm gonna have to go NFL.
NFL. Okay. All right then.
Trying to make my answers quick.
Okay. Don't make them too quick, because like I said.
Well, E can jump in here with questions if you run out.
Okay, all right. Dave Chappelle or Eddie Murphy? And I'm talking about their, just their whole careers, all everything they've done.
I gotta go Eddie.
Okay.
As far as acting, he's bigger, and yeah.
Okay.
And I love Chappelle.
All right. We got two movies. You talk about them a lot. You got to pick one: Bad Boys or Goodfellas.
I'm gonna have to go Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
What?
Okay. All right then.
Goodfellas is fantastic, and it's a slight margin, but that's what it is.
All right. And this is the last one.
You got 10 seconds.
Okay. Covert Coups, Carlton Heights, or Contingency.
Ooh.
Currency, Alchemist albums. You got to pick one.
Carlton Heights.
Okay.
That's been in rotation lately.
Okay.
Vibrations.
All right.
I got you.
Good Vibrations.
The first two songs on Carlton Heights is amazing.
Yes, sir.
Almost made me crash my car. That's how good it was.
E, did you have a question you wanted to throw in real quick, or are we
I
done?
couldn't think of none, but we done, but
right.
I'll get back to you probably before the end of the show.
Okay, bet. All right, well, that'll do it for this week's edition of Know Me in 90. Taylor did a good job asking questions.
Yeah.
And
so some of those I didn't know. I had to know for myself.
Okay, cool. Well, that helps. If you don't know, then now you know, and the audience knows. So everybody gets something out of it.
There we go.
And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe.
So getting out of Know Me in 90, we're going to move into the common sense space. And our common sense space topic this week was inspired, unfortunately, by the sudden passing of what would I refer to him as, a YouTube celebrity
the Godfather,
who turned it into.
Say it right. It's the Godfather.
You can call him the guy. You can call him a self-proclaimed relationship
guru.
Guru, yeah.
There we go. Okay. Yeah. Well,
you got white people saying they all kinds of stuff. Why can't the black man do it?
There you go. So it was Kevin Samuels, and the question pretty much is, under the circumstances, considering that things happened as abruptly as they did he get lined up?
Did he get lined up, man?
Did he get lined up?
Man.
Is that what's going on? Now, to be fair to the audience, to everybody listening, I was not too familiar with Kevin Samuels and what he was doing. I got onto him a little late, but Taylor was on and E was on, so I'm gonna drop this to them. I'll leave this to them.
Was my man lined up? It's very mysterious, folks. I'm sorry, man. I watched the man on, I think, Wednesday night. I don't watch him too often, but just so happened on Wednesday, I watched this black man because I like what he says. He tries to bring people together, even though he's very harsh. You know, I mean, he has a very, he's very abrupt, and he's a very smart man. He's not like some guy out of nowhere. He's got a chemical engineering degree, so this is a very smart black man. Some of you give white people too much credit. They don't have nothing. This black man had it. You know what I mean? He's been married twice, so he can give advice on relationship.
I know that's right.
He has a young daughter who's a female, so he can give females advice. So that's what he was doing. He was giving the game to the people out here. So, but it was kind of mysterious to me, man. I'm sitting there watching, a couple of clips and stuff like that, and I'm seeing people hating on this man. At first, I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I said no. I'm gonna put some respect on this black man. If you're trying to get people together, then I can salute that, because we got a lot of people out here talking about, they got these problems, all these problems, but they don't have no solutions. He had solutions. He would just say, he would tell girls, yo, go back to your man. He would tell guys, yo, man, you need to lose weight, brother. You know what I mean? It wasn't just he wasn't giving free smoke to females. He was giving a lot of free smoke to a lot of fellas too. But I just want to say, it's kind of bizarre to me how he just did a live on Wednesday, and I think some of you people have seen the clips of him in the studio while he went on his little break, and he's talking to somebody. I don't know who he's talking to, but people are saying it's the woman, and he's trying to get her to calm down, and then she passes him a drink. What happened? What happened with the drink? Was the drink laced? I mean, we don't know. The lady was some type of a nurse. I don't know. It just seems very mysterious, and that's kind of I want to get down to the bit. What was it, man? Like for a 56 or 55, whatever he is, to just croak after just doing a show the night before. Like, it wasn't like it'd be different. He was sick for a week and then he passed away. We could kind of accept that.
Well,
this is kind of weird.
I'm hearing he had preconditions.
Pre-existing.
Yes, he talked about having cancer twice. Yeah,
he passed away. But the problem with me is the level of hate and disrespect. See, people punks. Yeah. See, they want to talk about you when you ain't there to defend yourself. They say whatever they want about you. He died alone. Obviously, he died on top of a baddie.
Yeah, exactly. I saw a picture.
On top of me. And some of y'all can't even get somebody to come to your house and take the trash out.
Yeah.
So
man,
before you talk that mess, y'all still lonely. He had somebody and he had a fat pocket, despite what y'all trying to say he was broke. It's so many rumors coming out now. Yeah. Because we're on the online world, so anybody could put anything. I can take a picture of something and put it on a news template and make it look official, but it's the way they slandering this man.
The first police report was fake. They was trying to say it was cocaine and fentanyl. That was fake. That was proven to be fake. Yeah, like that was the first report was he died of cocaine and fentanyl, and they took that out. They had to get rid of that because people can make up fake police reports. You can take someone's police report from like 8 years ago, type in someone's name, put it on TV, look at the police report right there, and it can be fake. So they had to get rid of that. That's what I'm saying. This was kind of bizarre how it happened on Thursday. Like it was just weird. Like it had been going on all day, and all of a sudden his mother didn't find out until like she saw some stuff on Instagram or something like that, which is crazy.
That's terrible, man.
Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, but I want to salute the black man because I see a lot of people, they don't want to say too much about him because if they do say something, that means that they support him and stuff like that. Like I think Marlon Wayans had said something about him, and they just went in on him. Like this, I saw a black man just trying to bring people together, but sometimes you got to tear people down to build them back up. That's what Nas used to say. We got to destroy and rebuild. So he would tear you down a little bit, but he was bringing you back up. And for him to sit up there and talk to women for like 5 days a week and listen to their problems, I mean, I couldn't do that, man. I'm sorry. I mean, I couldn't do it. I probably would have jumped out that top floor window if I'd have did on my second show. I couldn't do it. It's just too much. He's listening to too much like craziness. But for him to sit there and give you game and let you know what certain men want and telling men what certain women want, he was just trying to bring people together. He's trying to bring back the family aspect of people together. Not even just black people. There's people. He had international people that were shouting him out and giving him all types of donation too. So it just wasn't just black people. It was an international thing because we do have a family structure that's not really together anymore. We got a lot of divorce. We got a lot of people out here just making kids and going on and doing their own thing. No one sits at the dinner table no more with the family no more and talk about how the day was. People are in their phones. And he was trying to bring that back together. He's a guy from the quote unquote old school, but the way he was kind of taken out, I think that was crazy because he was talking that stuff that people don't want to hear. People don't want to hear that masculine man talking, spitting game. They don't want to hear that nowadays. They want to hear they want men crying. they want men.
They want us punk like.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
They want men just docile and punk like and stuff like that. Like no, he was a real dude, and he was like I call him a Renaissance man. He was he had like a black belt. Like he just wasn't like some run of the mill black guy. He had a black belt. He was like you said, he had a chemical engineering. I think he lived in Dallas, and he was in a corporate world, so he was doing this thing. So I just want to salute that black man, because anytime you're trying to bring black people together, I'm always going to salute you and commend you. Like, I mean, we got a lot of people trying to break up black people, but I don't like how people are kind of celebrating his death. I thought that was real weird, because just 2 years ago, y'all was celebrating George Floyd's death.
Yeah.
Well, not celebrating George, but y'all was giving him up, mourning him. Yeah, I mean, some black man who was on that powder was on something, and he got killed. Now, this black man who was trying to bring people together, and you kind of like, I don't like the correlation of just two. I don't like that. I don't like how you're building up another man, but you're downtrodden this man who was trying to bring people together. George Floyd just was out, and got caught with a fake 20. You know what I mean? But y'all bigging him up. He's crying for his mama. So y'all like men being broken down like that. Oh, he needed help. This black man was just trying to let people know, like, yo, man, this is, the family aspect is what we need. That's all it was. Yeah, he was letting brothers know, you don't have to settle for nothing. You got options. You know what I mean? That's all I wanted to say. I wasn't going to say anything, but then when I saw Friday, when I saw a lot of the hatred he was getting from quote unquote black people, I thought that was
terrible, man. It was so disrespectful. Yeah. Like I had made a comment, and then the single women is mad.
Yeah,
or the ones that felt offended or it may have pertained to them, and then they're literally on my page putting up wine glasses, tipping, let's tip to this. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all?
Salute to the females that liked him. And I've met some females over the past, I'll just say year, who asked me, did I watch him? And I'll say, yeah, I watched him. And then they said, did I agree? And then that would spark a conversation between me and the quote unquote female. But salute to those females that I've met over the past year. So they kind of agree with what he was saying. Like, a lot of females agree with what he said.
Well, you know what? You have to be open-minded. And you know what? Like people, like anything, like-minded people tend to just congregate and attract each other.
Yeah.
Even if it's about... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so unnecessary. I just feel like this. If you don't like it, don't listen.
Then don't listen. Yeah.
But here's the thing. He was so captivating, and he told the truth that even if you didn't like him, you listened to him.
Yeah.
Just think about Howard Stern when they said, the average Howard Stern ones that liked him listened to him. Why? Because they wanted to see what he was going to say next.
Yeah.
And the average Howard Stern hater, which was the equal amount of people who listened to him. Why did they listen to him? Because they wanted to see what he was going to say next. And for the most of them, they wanted to see what he was going to say next. But they didn't listen.
Yeah.
They didn't take heed to what he was saying. And this is what you got. Because now, you know what I mean? But go look at their pages.
Yeah.
Because y'all said, you know what? Y'all sitting here doing this, and it's the same. I promise you, 99.5% of the pages of all those bitter people that was saying something, there was nothing going on their page about their life. They got a whole bunch of memes quoting something somebody else said, which means you can't even come up with your own thoughts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't come up with your own thoughts. You got all these memes, no man in sight. And I'm not saying anything about a single parent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to bash you as a single parent. But don't come out here like you got it going on. And ain't nobody rocking with you like that. Because I'm at this age, in my experience, I was married too. But you know what? When I start to see a woman at that age with children and stuff, I start asking the questions.
Exactly.
Why didn't he want to stick around?
Why didn't he want to stick around?
Well, you got 3 kids. You got if you somebody with multiple baby daddies, then I can't say. But if you a woman, you got 2, 3, 4 kids by the same dude. Let's start asking the question. Not saying something could be wrong with you. It could have been the dude, but I still look at you crazy. Like, I'm looking at you weird. Like, yo, what is it about you? You fine. You over here flashing all your stuff online. You got your breastises out. You got the shots looking back at your own booty. It should be somebody else looking at your booty. But guess what?
Yeah.
Now you got what you got. But it might be because that mentality or your heart. People have evil hearts and then wondering why I don't work out because karma's a mug. Yeah. I know I got everything coming to me, so I don't even complain. Whatever happened because I know I did whatever it is that I did to get to where I was. And I've accepted, I repented for it, and I moved on. But I'm not that level of hate and disrespect towards somebody that died because do you want somebody to celebrate when you croak out?
Exactly.
You want us to tip glasses and be like, yeah, that him or she, stay gone. Let's celebrate. Yeah. And you're not that bad simply because he said something that you didn't like.
Yeah,
that's something you didn't agree with, or something that pushed your button.
You're so weak.
How convenient that Taylor had a topic last week about do black people hate each other, and then just 3-4 days later, I see black people
dies and people are
destroying a black man who got it out the mud. Everybody wants to be their own businessman. That's what he was. He was on YouTube for over a decade, not the past 2 years, for over a decade, and he built himself up. And you're destroying this man, even if you don't agree with what he said. Like, dang man, that's crazy. I didn't agree with what he said. But dang, that's crazy how he passed away because he built it up from the mud. The mud, from the crud of the mud, like the YouTube toilet. Probably getting 8 views and probably I'm just gonna keep going.
Just keep grinding.
I'm gonna buy another mic. I'm going to buy me another tie. I want to buy me because he was doing a whole lot of
camera.
Yeah, he was doing fashion and stuff like that. Then he had been on YouTube for over a decade and finally got to where he was at. You know what I mean? So I don't see how you can celebrate that. That's weird to me, especially if you're on YouTube. Like, he's like the YouTube standard. Forget all that Joe Rogan and all that stuff. This is a black man that did it.
Yo, the average person is weird, dude.
Yeah. That's bizarre.
The average people, you know what? As B tell me, sometimes I have too many expectations out of people. I've lived my life with a lot of expectations.
I was just shaking my head. I said, these people are crazy. Not that I was surprised. I was just shaking my head like these people are weird, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you're bitter or
Jesus,
this is what you get with people. And this is all the time.
Yes.
So it just shows. Some of them don't even hate him for what he said. They just hate him because he was successful. They hate him because he had a platform. And here you are showing your breastises and your booty and trying to show off every day and get 4 likes.
Maybe there's hate because he did get it out the mud.
Yeah.
Other people out here still spinning their wheels.
I ain't gonna hate on a black man rocking Tom Ford suits, man. Suited and booted, man.
Because they can't rock Tom Ford suits.
Come on, man.
That's not their reality. That's not their life.
He wasn't up there with his pants hanging off his ass. He wasn't like he was basically taking on what Bill Cosby. Y'all burnt Bill Cosby down for saying what he said years ago. He kind of was on. He was basically saying, "Black man, don't be out here rocking no flip flops, man. Have some respect for yourself." This is what he was saying before he did what he did the past 2 years. He was telling black men, dress yourself up, man. Get yourself a haircut. Get yourself a nice watch, man. Make yourself look presentable, man.
Yo, remember.
Build yourself up, man. You want to look good, man. How can you get hate on that?
Remember looking at some of the old films, how wearing a suit, even if you only had one, was the standard.
It was the standard. Yeah.
In fact, I found a article, and I think I found it on TikTok. No, actually it was a post, and it was a gentleman who was talking about Kevin Samuels, and he told me how you can get 75 suits out of 5 suits.
Oh, you mismatch it up.
You get your black suit, a navy blue, beige, and I forget the other 2 colors. And then he was like, you get 2 powder blue shirts, 2 cream shirts, 2 white shirts.
That's how I found them.
And then you can match. Like, who even thought of that? You could get 75 different suits out of 5.
I was going to a wedding, I guess, a couple years ago, and I didn't know how to tie a Windsor knot. I did not know. So I went into the algorithm. I said, Windsor knot. And I think 3 people came up, but he came up in that. And I think I watched the video and ended up watching somebody else, but that's how he stayed in my algorithm. And then as he started to blow up, I said, oh, that's the same bull. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how you can, I think at that time, I don't think he had that many followers. Maybe he had like maybe 40 to 50,000 followers. So the blow up to over 1 million and getting all types of donation, I think people should be inspired by that. That's all I'm trying to say. We should be inspired. I don't care if you're black, brown. This man got it out the mud, and I don't think people should be downtrodden. Even if you didn't agree with anything or never heard him, the way he got it, that's crazy. So I think you should be celebrating how this man got it out the mud.
The government been lying to us. Media has been lying to us. People have been lying to us, and y'all won't even go a percentage of that hard on your page. You won't go political. I do. I have no F's to give. I call it how I see it. but y'all won't say nothing about the people that's really keeping you down. But you'll go in on the first man, the brother you can. You'll stomp him down while he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah.
So shame on you.
Yeah.
You ain't worth nothing to me.
Yeah.
And I don't care what you think about me, as I'm pretty sure he didn't care what you had to think about him either. So you can tear him down. His legacy will go on forever. Yeah. Everybody's going to know Kevin Samuels for a long time. But guess what? When you croak out, maybe your friends and family, and that's as far as it's going to go. No one will ever speak about you in that way, on that level.
Y'all, this done turned out. Y'all going hard.
Nah, man, I was ashamed. I was like, yo, I read some of the comments. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Black
yo.
people,
like,
y'all
I was ashamed.
Sick.
I was like, y'all,
sick.
that was sick, man.
It almost make. I'm not ashamed to
we
be
should
a
be
black
protecting.
person.
We should be protecting black people. Like that's crazy that you like. I remember Robin Williams died, and the Jewish people protect him, even though they probably didn't agree with a lot of the stuff that he did, because people said he used to steal joke. They didn't let nobody trash his name, and y'all even if you don't agree with him, nah, man, we not gonna do that. We not gonna do. Y'all should have been blocking people's comments or something like that.
That's
was crazy.
Right. I know one thing.
That was crazy. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you one thing, bro. And if you believe in any kind of God, any kind, and I don't, whether it's Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, the star from around the corner, whatever, karma's a mug.
Oh yeah.
And you have to be careful of the energy that you throw out there.
Yeah.
I've been guilty of it myself, because there have been times where I threw out some really negative energy and it almost went south.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It literally almost went south, which meant to me, God said, this ain't for you. You're a producer. You shoot video, you produce music, you produce shows. So that gangster stuff, I used to have to tell my old business partner that in the studio. He be trying to grab out the AR and do all. I'm like, bro, we're not gangsters. We're producers. We just make content. We make music. You know what I'm saying? And people just, oh my God, it's terrible, man. But you better watch that karma. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
you better watch that karma, because that energy you throw out into the world, it could be coming back to you some way, somehow, in some fashion, and you're going to think about when you celebrated Kevin Samuels' death.
Somebody dying. Getting back to the question, though, I think he was lined up. Yes. I'm a conspiracy theorist. That's just how my.
You think he was lined up?
I think he was lined up. It's just too convenient. I think that girl, her being a nurse, knowing that this man had some health, some health things. I think she knew, like, well, if I give him this, he might just pass out.
First of all, if you a nurse, like I said, I used to be married to a nurse.
Yeah.
And this is one thing she used to tell me: if I got caught driving past the scene of an accident and I didn't render any help, I could lose my professional license.
Yeah.
This is what she told me. So let's take an investigation on that.
Yeah.
He had a heart attack or went into cardiac arrest, and you just simply got up and called the police. But see, we don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So all we can do is speculate.
Yeah.
But I know as a nurse, you should have been doing them chest compressions immediately.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, just seemed very, very eerie. But, I don't know. We'll probably never know. But I just want to salute that black man and shame on you people. Shame. Taylor kicks a man when he's down, but not when he's dead. Even Taylor has standards.
Wow.
I kick people when they down because I want to motivate them to get better. I'm not one type of people, oh man, it's going to be okay. Nah, man, it's not going to be okay. You're going to get your ass up. That's how I am. You know what I mean? So I kick people when they down to get you back up. And if you get back up, I'm going to salute you.
So I kick you when you down.
When I'm down, y'all better kick me when I'm down. Please look at Taylor doing bad. Look at him. That's what I want you to do, so I can build myself back up. So I'm gonna prove it back. But when people are not here anymore, that's where you gotta. Come on,
bugging.
Man.
You bugging.
Yeah, you bugging. Yeah, I've made jokes before, but like, come on, man. Like come on. Like, what are we doing? Like that was crazy on his page. That was crazy. But that's all. That was pretty much the only a bit of the comments. I just thought that was bizarre and shameful for some of them people doing that on his page.
All right.
I saw those comments.
That'll do it for this week's Common Sense Space.
Yeah.
Salute to Taylor and E for getting what they had to get off their chest and off their mind.
I didn't want to sound too personal, but I'm ashamed of a lot of people out there. It's saddening. It's really sad. You know what? I'm not even going. I don't know. You know what? Let's start I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna end it because I know we're getting a little long-winded, and I'm always getting on y'all about time. Always, but it's sad. But I don't know what people are going through personally in their lives. And some people, like we were talking about last week, they have absolutely no control over their lives.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have hate in their heart, man. I just think that's just what I think it is.
It's a lot of bitterness, especially with the online community, because you could be crapped out and then flip your phone over and see some really happy people.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know what's going on in a lot of people's heart, but I feel sorry for you. If you're that bitter or that bad in that bad of a place, I really need to be praying for y'all.
Yeah.
Somebody need to be praying for y'all. Yeah. And you better hope God say, you know what? Since you feel that way, I feel this way about one of my children. Boom.
Yes, sir.
All right, we can go. My bad.
Well, we're going to get out of the common sense space and move into this week's second edition of Top 5. We're going to be throwing a little bit of shade, a little bit of hate in Top 5 because we're going to be listing our Top 5 worst Drake songs.
Oh, you want to tell them what this was inspired by?
Oh, you go right ahead, my brother.
I saw this cat Drake. Well, the guy had said something. Well, Drake had made a comment. I guess it was on Instagram. And the guy must have made a comment to Drake talking about, well, did your son ghost rape that comment that you just wrote?
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
So Drake went to his page and followed his wife or something like that. But you know how...
slid in the DMs.
Yeah, slid in her DMs and like that. What rabbit hole did he go down to find that the man was even married? Because I don't even know if she's even linked to his page. And then I think maybe the day before he was in another girl's DMs.
You just said it yourself.
He's
you
crazy.
Can find anything.
Yeah,
you just literally said that a couple minutes ago.
He had time to find it. He was trolling, so we're going to give Drake some, as he would say, some free smoke. Yeah.
Bet. Yeah. So number 5 on my list is a more recent album. It's actually his most recent on my list, and that's going to be Scorpion. And the song is God's Plan.
These are the most unliked songs. Did you say that?
Yes, these are the top 5 worst Drake songs.
Drake.
In our opinion.
In our opinion, there we go. All right.
Because when that song came out, it was everywhere, man. It burnt me out, man. Hearing that beat come on just kills me.
Yeah, I remember they piped that up just a little too. Wasn't one of my favorites.
Yeah. So getting out of that, we're gonna move into number 4, which was another one that they piped up, but it was off of Views, and it's One Dance. My man got into this reggae bag where he just...
Oh, yeah.
He started with all the island tunes. And One Dance, I just couldn't go with it.
Was that with the Jamaican boy or was that the one by himself? Because he had 2 of them.
I think One Dance was by himself.
I think I remember One Dance.
Let me check that out real quick. Want to make sure I'm being accurate in my descriptions.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The One Dance had Wizkid.
Yeah, Wizkid and
Kyla.
Okay, I remember that one. Yeah. Okay, all right then.
All right, so number 3 on my list was a song he took where he redid a beat, and it was on Take Care, and it was Practice. And he redid the Back That Thing Up beat.
Yeah, he did, and he slowed it down.
Yeah. Wow. No, Back That Thing Up is classic.
Yeah, he put in a bass. He put like towards the end.
Yeah. I'm gonna switch up the beat and slow it down and just no, man. That ain't this. Man.
Yeah, that song was whack.
Come on, man. So number 2 on my list was another one off of Views, and it's called "You With Me," and it was like either the second or third track, and he used "How's It Going Down," the DMX.
Oh yeah, I remember that song.
He had DMX on the beginning, and then he was saying DMX "How's It Going Down" hook on the hook. I
remember that song.
Pushing it, man. He pushing it.
Yeah.
And that brings me to number 1 on my list, and I got to go back to Take Care, and it was one of the first songs off of the album. And Take Care, just the biggest said, is a classic album in my opinion. He had joints on there.
Yeah, that was. I think that's his best. That's in my opinion.
But headlines, nah, it wasn't my joint, man.
Oh yeah, with the dun, 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 yeah, I remember that.
Don't
song.
do it, please don't. Come on,
he
man.
was talking reckless. Like he was going to run down on somebody because one of us go through it, then we all go through it. Or something. Like he was talking that gun talk. Yeah, that was whack.
He's talking like he was going to give somebody that problem.
Yeah, then in the video they had like mask. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you right. That song.
Yeah, man.
He was acting like he was some type of thug.
Yeah, man. He's talking like he was about that life, man.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that track. Yeah.
Headlines, man. All right, well that's my number one on my top 5 worst Drake songs. So I'm gonna pass it over to Taylor, and he can give y'all his list.
Some of y'all might get mad because some of these are a very famous song that a lot of people like, but I didn't like them. And I think we did a best of Drake list maybe a year or two ago.
I think
so
we
gave
top
him
5
credit,
best
but
Drake songs.
we can wave at you today and give you the finger 2 days later. We don't care. I know I don't care. So number 5, y'all was piping this song up. I think back in 2015. Know Yourself. Oh, that song is trash. Rolling through the 6 with my whoop. That song is trash. Yo.
And that was one of the reference track songs too. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I didn't like that song, man. Before I even knew it was a reference track, I didn't like that.
That was a Quentin Miller special.
You know how this is going? I thought that song was trash, man. But Know Yourself was corny. Like it started off kind of low, and the beat went up high. I didn't like that. I thought that song was whack, man. That was if you're reading this is Too Late album.
Yep.
2010. That song was poop, man. Get out of here, man. That was trash.
All right.
That's number 5. Number 4. I remember this was like a single and then had the beautiful video, and my girl Rihanna was in it, but the song was trash. Take Care. Oh, that song.
Ooh.
That
almost made my list.
That song is terrible.
Got squeezed out.
That song is trash, man. That was like a big single. I think it probably was at the top of the charts, man. But Taylor did not like the dun 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 dun. Oh man, hell,
yeah,
man. That song was trash.
They used to play that in the gym heavy.
Oh my god, I hated that song. That song was trash.
A heavy rotation on the radio.
Yeah. Was it for Taylor? Definitely wasn't for Taylor.
All right.
Number 3. This was a big hit too. All you dancing. I saw you. I saw you dancing. Not just the females. I saw you dancing. This song was pure trash.
What you got?
Hotline Bling.
Oh no!
Come on, man. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself for dancing to that song. That song was trash, man. Super garbage, man. Like, yo.
You don't remember when she used to call you on your cell phone?
That song was trash. The hook was trash. What he was saying was trash. The video was trash. He was trying to dance with them tight-ass sweatpants. Get out of here, man.
You ain't bang with him doing the cha-cha?
No, man, that was whack,
Hotline
man.
Bling?
Hotline Bling was one of the worst songs I heard in my life, man. I used to hate that. I remember Fab did like a version. I don't want to hear the beat. Yeah, that was like one of the weakest songs I ever heard in my life. That was trash.
All right.
So number 2, he was rapping on this song. This is most recent. This is from Certified Lover Boy, which is not one of my favorites. They had a couple joints on there, but the song with him and 21 Savage, Knife Talk, that song is terrible, man.
Wasn't that a single?
That was a single. That song sucks, man. Knife Talk. I don't. Come on, man. Like, what are we doing, man? Like, and the crazy thing was, he kind of edged out the song he did with Benny the Butcher, which no one has heard, but I've heard it. That song is hard, and he kind of, I guess he replaced that with this song. That song is terrible with him and 21 Savage. The song with Benny the Butcher and him, which has only been heard by like a couple of people, was online for like a half a day and it got snatched off. That was hard, man, because he was actually spitting.
He got a joint with the Butcher?
Yes, and he did. People thought he was gonna put it on the album, and then when they didn't see it, like even he didn't know. And I heard it, and I was like, "Yo, this song is," but they wiped it away. So I don't know if he's gonna use it, and he replaced it with Knife Talk with him and Project Pat. And first you get Project Pat, no love. He just says Crip, something dead, dripper, whatever it was, and then he starts rapping. That song is trash, man. Get out of here, man. I don't like when Drake does songs like that. That was whack, man. Yeah, so Knife Talk, that song is terrible.
Do you want to make it known the other collaboration that you're really not a fan of with Drake?
What's the other collaboration?
Taylor can't stand songs with Drake and Meek.
Yeah, those are some of the worst. Well, here's the thing. That's how you know Meek Mill is trash, because he won't do no songs with Meek Mill on his album, but he'll do them on his album. He won't let Meek Mill be on Drake's album, but he'll gladly go to his album and spit some trash. They don't make good music at all. Please don't mention Meek Mill, please. This is a Meek Mill free zone. We don't talk about him up here.
Well, I like Meek.
Not me.
I give Meek some love.
I can't condone a black man bunny hopping in front of white people. I just can't do it, man. I can't do it, man. That'll never. You can't talk to me and tell me that was cool.
You talking about the front flip?
No, bunny hopping. Google Meek Mill bunny hopping while I'm talking. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, I heard some people talking about that.
He gets no respect from me. I'm sorry.
Hold up, man.
But
go ahead.
But number one, y'all piped this song. This was basically his first song off his first debut album, and y'all loved this song. They was playing it, and it was featuring Alicia Keys, and it was called Fireworks. Oh man, that song was a dud. It was a sparkler. It wasn't a firework. That song was trash, man. Yeah, but Alicia Keys, Drake featuring Alicia Keys' Firework. All I hear is that song is terrible. I hate that song. Yeah, man. Yeah, but I just that was the opening song, and I remember when I first listened to this track, I was this close from turning it off. But then I think number 2 or 3 was a pretty good song. But I just never liked the Drake and Alicia Keys collaboration. Just wasn't for Taylor, man. Just wasn't for Taylor, man. So
I'm watching the bunny hop video as you speak.
Yeah, I can't do it. You're not, and you got
I've never seen it.
And you got the sound off too. The sound is worse because
I didn't want to put the sound on.
They're talking reckless to that man too.
Yeah, I see.
They called him out his name.
They asked you why you bunny hopping, man.
Yeah. The people who had him on camera was calling him out his name. Yeah,
that was courtesy of Michael Rubin.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, exactly. I can't respect no black man doing it. I don't give a damn who you with. I don't do that. I don't do that to make people feel comfortable. I'm going to be me, myself all the time. But if you're doing that in front of Whitey on the camera, God knows what you're doing off the camera.
Yeah, if you don't know, look up Meek Mill bunny hop.
Yes, man. I don't got no respect for that.
That's kind of wild.
That's pretty disgusting. Yeah, but that's pretty much the list, man. I don't think I had any honorable mention. I wasn't a big fan of what's that song called? I had one more honorable mention. Find Your Love. That song was trash too.
Oh, the song that was produced by Kanye.
Yeah, that song was terrible. Something loving. I'm something. I hated that song. That song was trash, man.
All right.
I'm only just a something. What did we say? Yeah. That song was horrible.
I'm more than just an option. Yeah.
But that compounded with the Fireworks on Alicia Keys. That did it for me. I couldn't take it anymore.
And I think that was the first and next to last songs on that album.
Yeah, I did. That I remember I skipped right past it. It starts with Fireworks, and I said, I can't do it. I can't. And I like Alicia Keys. I just can't do this. I can't see two half-breeds sing. I didn't want to hear it. Just Taylor, it wasn't for Taylor. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
I love to get the half-breed love, but I skipped right past that trash-ass song. Fireworks is terrible.
All right. Well, that'll do it for our second top 5. And we're going to close out this episode with Mike's Minutes. And my message to y'all, it's funny we're talking about Drake because it's pretty much to take care of yourself, man. I see a lot of people out here looking crazy. A lot of people out here that just it seems like you don't care about yourself. You don't brush your hair. You look like you're doing bad. You know what I'm saying? People that I encounter sometimes when I'm at work, they look like they just going through it hard, man.
Look like slobs?
Yeah, man. Just the way you put yourself together, man. And I know that we're not supposed to care about what other people think, but you got to care about what you think, and you got to represent yourself in the right way, man. He was talking about this a little bit earlier about what Kevin Samuels was preaching about people getting themselves together, especially the black man. And this is not just going to black people. This is the white people. This is to anybody. Get yourself together, man. Go somewhere, look in the mirror, and just figure out what's going on, man. What are you doing with your life? I'm just saying, you gotta sit down, have some hard conversations, ask yourself some hard questions, But everybody gets to that point. That's being an adult. So, I just want to encourage people to do better with taking care of yourself, man. Yeah, that's my message. That's my minutes for y'all this week.
It don't cost that much to make yourself look good.
Nah, man. It ain't that hard to make yourself look presentable.
I love when the ladies run up down on me and say, "Yo, your hands look so good. Would you go to the manicure?" I said, "No, fingernail clipper at the clinic. What the hell are you talking about? I keep my nails clean. I don't go to no damn manicure. You out of your damn mind?
You went a little hard.
I'm not a manicure. A manicure? Why? I got. You can go to you can go to the dollar store and get your fingernail clipper for $1. Yeah, and get the real good one for $3. The whole kit.
My girl got me a fingernail joint recently. Just on a humbug.
Come on, man.
Just trying to contribute something to my life. And
you don't have to go to.
I use that joint regularly.
Mikey, we know people that cut their own hair. Like we know people like
that's a fact.
If I could, I would do the same thing too. So kid, get yourself together, man. I be seeing people out here looking crazy.
I was just in the barbershop yesterday getting my line tightened up. Yeah. Shout out to Gentlemen's Quarters around the corner on Ardmore Ave in Ardmore.
I just went and seen Mark.
Yep, he told me he seen you.
Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Gentlemen's Quarters. I've been going over there since I moved to Ardmore, even though sometimes I don't get over there as often as I should. But Mark, no. If I don't get a haircut in a month, guess what? I ain't get a haircut in a month because Mark ain't cut my hair since last month.
Exactly, man. Salute to all the dudes in there, man. Kyle, Dane, Mark. But Mark is my dude, man. He used to cut my hair back when I was in college.
Ain't it funny how dudes would be more faithful to their barber and a dog than their own woman? That pit bull and their barber. They won't trade on them.
Yeah.
But that raggedy broad. Nah, I'm just joking. I don't know if she's raggedy or not, but shout out to Gentlemen's Quarters.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Gentlemen's Quarters, man.
When I come home, my girl be like, ooh, let me rub on your head. Let me touch you. You look good. Shout out to Mark, man. I appreciate you keeping your boy fresh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's going to do it for season 4, episode 7. You can follow us on Twitter and IG at Sleep Is For You. That's S.L.E.E.P. I.S. the number 4 Y-O-U. Look out for us on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, TuneIn Radio, sleepisforyou.com. We got the digital space down. We just don't got an app right now, but we coming to y'all from as many places as we possibly can.
That's where it's at, bro. You got to get the Sleep Is For You app, man. Actually, I think I know an app developer. I met this gentleman. I can't remember his name, but I'm going to try to reach out to him. I met this gentleman when I first started flying drones. And he was a young kid. I think he had just graduated out of college, and he was so amazed by the drone stuff. But he was like, hey, man, I'm an app developer. And I said, make sure, I got his number. I got his info. I just got to dig it up because you never know.
Yeah, hit that, man. That might be the next frontier.
That's sending you over the top, man.
Yeah.
So shout out.
Yeah. We got the IG clicking. We're over 500 followers now. Salute to everybody that's following the IG page. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
And, we got the website going on. So the app might be the next frontier for sleep. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, Taylor, anything else you want to say to the people?
Nah, man. Y'all stay safe, keep yourself clean, and watch your body, as we used to say back in the day.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was just talking to my man Jeff yesterday, and we was talking about that phrase, watch your body. He says that to people at work, and they look at him like he's crazy because he works at Penn State Abington.
Yeah.
But watch your body out here in these streets.
Yep.
It's not safe. And we'll link up with y'all next week, man. Water.
Yeah. We back. Yeah.
The GP will see you now.
Look, free to return to that emo rap. Ain't no kilo stash. Augusta's son had to reload that. Daddy gone, but his legacy strong. How do you figure? I too thought I'd be dead, all things considered, but I'm living, thriving and growing, fighting opponents that I'm with it. Striving to know who died for the lowest, don't you get it? The industry hopers try to control us, I ain't with it. I got me a goal that's highly explosive with my wife and my baby. What I'm writing is weighty. Call me S.O. or Bevanburg, they knighting me lately. Stand where the light is, feeling lighter, delighted, and maybe I'm getting grown. Nothing wrong with Bible and Baileys. I open up the text, got my mind closer off the edge. Got the architect, I ain't gotta go to your connect. I gotta go direct, him and I through the sun up.